This bowl, this vase has presented me with some problems in turning it. Primarily that this gap here, I can turn through the gap, that's not really an issue. When I start to sand, the edge of the gap peels off the sanding papers from my drill, and makes it hugely frustrating to do the sanding. So what I've done is I've milled a piece of cedar to the thickness of the gap, and what we do is we push the piece of cedar in like this. It's very tight. And until it's in the right spot. And then what we've done is we've drawn some lines on here, because we're going to cut the cedar to fit the gap. On the previous ones I've turned the cedar down, but on the previous one, when I was turning it, it was practically invisible, and I had to use the noise of the tool hitting the wood to direct me to how deep the pass should be. So anyways, we're going to cut this one now, and we're going to set it in here, and then we're going to use hot glue on the outside to hold it in place. And that way, when the hot glue is turned off, we can knock out these plugs. So that's our next step here. Okay, now we've cut the plug to size. Now we're going to hot glue it in place on the outside. This is all parts of the vase that'll be turned away, and that just seems to be enough to hold it in place. And we just leave that for a few minutes to harden, and then we'll turn the outside of the bowl to true it. We'll turn this surface to make it flat, and then we'll turn and sand the inside and glue on the final ring.